The topic I want to discuss is called influenza and its impact on a woman and her baby during pregnancy. In Canada, the weather is very unstable. It creates favorable conditions for influenza viruses to develop and spread quickly. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, during the 2020-2021 flu season, around 37.4% of hospitalized women 50 to 44 years were pregnant. Many studies in US and Europe explored the impact of influenza on a range of birth outcomes. They found that if a baby is exposed to the flu while in utero, it can have negative effects on health outcomes. I chose this topic because I think it is very important to develop awareness in population about the flu, its signs and symptoms, as well as about the impact it can have on a pregnant woman and her unborn baby. Moreover, showing the ways to deal with the flu during pregnancy will help women better deal with this serious issue and avoid serious consequences affecting the pregnant woman and her unborn baby. Influenza, also called flu, is a virus that can cause serious illness. It's more than just a runny nose and sore throat. The flu can make people very sick, and it can be especially harmful if a woman gets it during or right after pregnancy. The flu spreads easily from person to person. When someone with the flu coughs, sneezes, or speaks, the virus spreads through the air. People with the flu may be able to infect others from one day before they get sick up to 5 to 7 days after. People who are very sick with the flu or young children may be able to spread the flu longer, especially if they still have symptoms. Common signs and symptoms of the flu include being very tired or sleepy, coughs, fever, chills or body shakes. Not everyone who has the flu has a fever. Headache or muscles or body aches, a runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, vomiting or diarrhea. The flu often comes on quickly. Fever and most other symptoms can last a week or longer, but some people can be risk from the flu for a long time, including children, people older than 65, pregnant women, and women who have recently had a baby. The flu can be dangerous during pregnancy because pregnancy affects women's immune system, heart and lungs. When your body senses something like a virus that can harm your health, your immune system works hard to fight the virus. When the woman is pregnant, her immune system isn't as quick to respond to illness as it was before pregnancy. A lowered immune system means the woman is more likely to get sick with viruses like the flu. Influenza is not directly passed from mother to baby, but its potentially harmful effect on the mother is closely connected to the complications suffered by the baby. Pregnant women who develop influenza are at higher risk of developing pneumonia and other complications, while babies of mothers affected by flu are at high risk of fetal growth restriction, miscarriage, and preterm birth. In non-pregnant women, the flu infection stays in the lungs, but in pregnant women, the virus spreads into the circulatory system via the blood vessels. This leads to intense inflammation that seriously affects the function of large blood vessels, which severely impact on the health of the mother. It can also restrict blood flow to the growing fetus. The influenza virus rarely crosses the placenta to infect the fetus. Its effects are secondary. For instance, the inflammation and fever of maternal influenza infection may affect the cells that protect the placenta. It also impacts fetal development during certain stages. The first 8 weeks of pregnancy are called the embryonic period. Major organs are formed in this period, and the effects of exposure to influenza might result in structural defect leading to fetal loss or infant death. It can also lead to birth defects in the fetus such as cleft lip and cleft palate, club foot, congenital heart defects, neural tube defects, and some other defects in the body. During the second trimester, the fetal period of the development, 8 to 25 weeks, functional defects are more likely to happen. The second trimester is a vulnerable period for brain development. Shocks during this time most likely affect cognitive development and would cause later outcomes. Between 60 and 25 weeks, there is fast neuron division and the creation of new synapses in the fetal brain. Many studies show the factors affecting this process explained by second trimester. Exposure to influenza is associated with higher risk of schizophrenia starting at puberty. Influenza during the third trimester of pregnancy has been associated with increased rate of premature labor by 16% and increased risk of low birth weight by 15%, the majority of this effect due to earlier births. If a pregnant woman has the flu, even she has been vaccinated, she should call her doctor right away. The doctor may prescribe an antiviral medication to help prevent or treat the flu. Antiviral kill infection caused by viruses. Antiviral also can help prevent serious flu complications like pneumonia. For flu, antivirals work best if a person takes them within 2 days of having symptoms. If a pregnant woman had close contact with someone who has the flu during her pregnancy or in 2 weeks after giving birth, she should tell her doctor. Even if she doesn't have signs or symptoms of flu, the doctor may want to treat a pregnant woman with antiviral medicine to help prevent her from getting the flu and having serious complications. When a pregnant woman has the flu, it is important to rest a lot and drink plenty of fluids. The appetite may not be good. It is better to eat small meals to help body get better. To sum up, I want to say that the flu can have a negative impact on a pregnant woman and her fetus depending on the stage of pregnancy. The effects can be different. However, if the flu can cause many harmful diseases in a pregnant woman and her unborn baby, studies show that not all pregnant women with the flu will affect the fetus. If a pregnant woman has symptoms of the flu, she should seek medical attention immediately. It helps the pregnant woman and her unborn baby to avoid harmful consequences of the flu.